Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So we had a wonderful practice in month of September. We ignite the light of yoga, volcanic yoga, and every day each point made us firm, move forward. Every day Mohini Didi explained us beautifully, and I'm sure everyone had a beautiful experience. We'll be very happy if you can also share your experience with us through email or WhatsApp or website. Even Mohini Didi will be able to read if you put on website. So thank you once again. And now today we'll be starting our new series, month of October, and the new topic for month of October is experiment on yourself and others with your mind, with the power of yoga. It's a beautiful topic, and today is day one, and the topic for day is Master Merciful. Awake signal. Just as Bap Dada has mercy, in the same way, you children have to become Master Merciful. And with the attitude of your mind, give souls the powers you have received from the Father through the atmosphere. Since you have to serve the whole world in a short time, and purify everyone, including the elements, serve with your mind at a fast speed. Experiment with the powers of yoga. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone is okay. Dadi Manohar gave such a beautiful point that so many situations, so many things just enter within us. And when outside situations enter within, then all our powers are lost. But also, they give the example of a boat. If you see little water start coming in the boat, so what is the fear now? The fear is the boat will sink if all the water comes in from outside. Same is that in our mind and intellect, if outside situations enter, then you feel you will be sinking. You will drown. So always remember, as we began today, that don't let outside situations enter in us. A lot of wasteful thoughts come. And again, you have to use silence, power of yoga. Don't allow yourself to be disturbed or confused. And then we say, oh, so much happens. We cannot stop that, no. When there is storm, you cannot stop. But it doesn't affect you. The storm doesn't damage anything. So we try to protect ourselves, not get involved into from where it came, why it came, shouldn't have come. You can't do anything, right? When it comes, it does come. So we have to be now especially careful with all the news, all the situations. Many, many things are happening and also will be happening. So it's a good point, right? Today's homework is Master Merciful. So Baba says that just as Bab Dada has mercy, in the same way the children have also to be Master Merciful. If somebody has a particular sanskar, so we don't get upset but merciful. This soul doesn't have this power. That is why it's under control of a particular sanskar. So you are more merciful and you say, oh, let me give this soul more power of remembrance or whichever power is needed. So in practical, you will see the change happens from your attitude to atmosphere. So Baba is saying that with the attitude of your mind give souls the powers you have received from the Father. It's both ways, no? Powers which we inculcate through our yoga or love for Baba, but powers also received from Baba. All of us, if you make effort, you feel that Baba gave you power, right? It's not only your power, but also Baba's power. So then you say, well, Baba has given me power. Let me share with other souls. So Baba has, you have received power from the Father through the atmosphere. Since you have to serve the whole world, since you have to serve the whole world in a short time and purify everyone, including the elements. So Baba says, serve with your mind at fast speed. Serve through your mind with fast speed. Empower with the power of yoga. Yesterday, we had to go to Pandavavan in the morning. So they start calling us. It's really heavy rain, fog, not a good weather. So we said, well, program is fixed, we should go because we don't have really many days. So really it was very dark, very foggy. You can hardly see the road when we were going, but we reached and was so much rain and it was to reach the meditation hall upstairs. Was, but it's all right, you know what it will do. So we went, we did whole program and it was little better when we left, but still. So I think that if we, this is serving nature to elements, you know. So I said, but it's all right. No, if it's raining, there is fog, we will still do what we have to do. So elements really, you know, as I said, if it's rain is needed, it will happen. But we should continue. Unless road, like last time, even the road was damaged, it was very difficult. Then we have to be careful. So serving the elements, serving the souls, just be stable, you know, that's most important. These days, no effect of what is happening outside. Everyone say different things. It's all right. Everyone's opinion is different. Everyone's thinking is different. But what we have to do, we continue to do, right? So be merciful. Create the atmosphere from your attitude. That is a very, very powerful point. There is a lot of confusion. You stay very clear, calm. Not that because everyone is confused, I got confused too. Because everyone is confused, I am very calm. So that that atmosphere of calmness can help other souls also to remain clear. Every power we use is always the solution. Solution is in our powers now. So that is why power of yoga, power of so many powers. But this month especially is power of yoga, experiment. But you have to make sure that I am in yoga. Is yoga with Baba or with situation? If really we test it, that I do not have to have my yoga with situation, but with Baba. Once Baba said, या बाप मन में होगा या बात मन में होगी. बात मन में है, then Father cannot be in the mind. So if we keep remembering, I remember this lot. या बात मन में है या बाप मन में. But what do we want? Baba, no. Baba in our mind. Okay. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Shireen Ben, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm okay too.
It was a beautiful class by Dadi Manohar and also by you. Wonderful. Um, it's interesting to see these Dadis. They came so young, they didn't have any education, but their grasp of wisdom is so deep. Like it's so simple and so deep, and what she was sharing was just so point on. It was very nice listening to her. So Didi, I have a few questions about Sunday's Murli. I was listening to your conversation yesterday with Wadi Ben. I do have a question about some things, but we won't talk about that. So we'll talk about the Morley. So tell us about laziness.
About?
About laziness, because the way Baba is talking about laziness is not necessarily that we're just lying around not doing anything. We could be totally busy but also lazy, right?
What you mean?
In the laziness, in terms of like today's Murli, Baba was talking about not having desires. If I'm lazy, I could be totally busy going after my desires, but it's kind of laziness that I'm not really becoming ignorant of the knowledge of desire like Baba is asking me to.
Yeah, it is more like, postponing, not doing what Baba wants us to do. Laziness could be of mind, could be of intellect, and of course of body. So this is not really laziness of body. This is more laziness of intellect. Recently, Avek Babdada was saying, we ignore, it's all right, I will be okay. everyone is doing it. If I did what is there, like carelessness. And
Right.
from carelessness, laziness also comes. But if I say, no, I have to be attentive and I have to do what Baba wants me to do. So those are kind of past effort maker, sincere effort maker, like Dadis, as you said, Dadi Prakashmani, she was very light but very serious in making efforts, About Maryadas, she was very strict, but she was joyful, she was light, she was happy. But on the other side, she was also very serious about efforts. That means she was not lazy in understanding, in doing what Baba wants us to do. She was never lazy. She did
Mhm.
it, what Baba wanted us to do.
Right. Right. The now talk to us about carelessness. How is carelessness different from laziness?
It's like, lot of people don't care, even when they make mistake or somebody kind of signal to them, they don't care. So there is no transformation. There is no improvement. They remain same because they are ignoring. They are very, very negligence in a way.
Mhm.
So,
Right. Right.
like you will see they make mistake. Even if they understand, they will keep making mistakes.
Right.
Somewhere there is carelessness. Otherwise, once you know it's a mistake, you should not repeat it.
Hmm.
But
So
if
if
you
I'm
don't,
repeating a mistake, for sure, that's carelessness.
yeah,
Mm. Right. Right. Now excuses, Didi. So especially these days, what excuses do you hear from us that you shouldn't be hearing? We should be paying attention.
I think really there is no excuse, shouldn't be. Making excuse. Dari Janki always used to tell us that truth is truth. But when you make excuses, that's also worse than telling lies. Making excuse becomes such a habit. Why you didn't do it because of this? Why you did this again because of this? They are so ready with the answers for their own what
Mhm.
mistakes they make. I don't know from where it comes, but they are very good in making excuses. Quickly they will, say something. And we know that it's a excuse because it's not real. So I think that is habit of making excuses. Oh, I won't do it today. Why you won't do it? Because of this, this, this. So it's
Mm,
not a good habit. Do
absolutely.
it. If you have to do it, do it.
Mm,
We have some examples here. Even you call them at 9, 9:30. Suddenly you need something. They will get it for you. Even whatever they have to do. But there are some. First they look at clock. Oh no, not 9 o'clock, night time. I can't do that. But if it's necessary, it's urgent. That is why you have been told. Why don't you can do it very easily? And that is where other person appreciates you. That any time you are told to help, you are ready to help. So don't have this habit of excuses.
hmm. Right.
That's laziness, in other words, too.
Hmm.
It's only when you are lazy you make excuses.
Absolutely. Um, Baba was saying about one excuse that Baba was saying was even the Maharathis have not, let's say, uh, I'm falling asleep at Amrit Vela, and I tell myself, even Maharathis fall asleep at Amrit Vela. So, in your Brahmin life, when you were younger, you must have seen a lot of these, lot of people making these kinds of statements, right, Didi? That they're
So,
looking at different people and
mm,
yes,
but, see, in efforts, you don't look at anyone, right? Unless you are inspired by something. But it's a study. All students are not same. It is a race. Everyone is speed in the race is different. I think that if we look at that, everyone has to do their own effort. So I won't copy it or I won't be influenced by it. I will say, okay, maybe that one has her own difficulty, but it's not, I have to follow it.
right, right, right. So that's what I wanted to ask you. So when you used to see that happen around you, no, I'm other people doing it, that oh, they gave reasons for not doing it. Why is Baba asking us to not do that?
To follow others, right? Because then you will become weak also. No?
Mm,
If you look at someone's weakness, Baba always said that weakness will become part of you because you have seen it. So that becomes, so don't pay attention. Otherwise, it will influence you in some way or other. Like
right,
driving, because this one is driving like this, so let me also do that. It's dangerous, no?
right.
But rather, you are more attentive. Look at this one is not doing right. I have to be careful. You avoid that driver, you avoid that car. No? Not that you follow. Sometimes you see on the road that this car is going kind of swinging, and we know that driver must be drunk. So you don't follow, but you avoid, no?
Right, right, right,
So same is why should I pay attention to those who are not making good effort? But
there's
just be
one
a
other
have.
thing I thought, Didi, when Baba was talking about Maharathis, that because the Maharathis sacrificed so much for yagya, everything, that Baba can give them a high jump anytime, a lift anytime, right? Like they have Baba's blessings are on them. And if I keep comparing, those blessings are not going to come to me. Like Baba could give them blessings because they're Maharathis, because they sacrificed and did so much for so long. That's why they're there. And if I keep comparing, then I'm losing out.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. Not only that, but it's the age also. If you are 30 and you are 80, so sometimes it's little bit different. Maybe sometimes you don't want to sit for a long time. You lie down. I always remember that Brahma Baba, in the afternoon, he will sit. How long can he sit? So he will lie down. But he is in remembrance. He's thinking about world service. He's sustaining children through power of yoga. So the type of service he's doing is different, but doesn't mean that I am a young person. Baba's lie down, I must do that too. Or why I also, that's laziness.
Right.
That's one shouldn't do. Baba was 90 years old, right?
Right.
So afternoon, many times outside he will lie down. But you can see he's churning, he's serving, he's sustaining, right? And we are only lazy, right?
Right.
And missing the evening meditation.
Absolutely.
Baba also does this, so why I should also do that way. But what other things Baba have done, we are not able to do, right?
Right.
So there are some people who have habit to copy
Mm.
very quickly. But we don't have to copy anyone.
Yeah, yeah. Another thing that Baba said in the Murli was that you have to make a mountain into cotton wool. How do you do that? How do you make big situations? How do you make them into small? How do you do it? Like if a big situation is coming, walk us through how you're making it into cotton wool.
No, because many things happen where you have a project and hasn't been started properly. So things keep going on wrong. Now suddenly because they come to me and I don't know much. So I listen to everything, but then I immediately think who can sort out, who can help. And of course, I can help with power of silence, power of yoga. But do I want to understand the whole situation? Sometimes it's easy, sometimes not. So I immediately think of who is the right person who can explain to me or can help to solve. And then it gets done. Instead of taking that burden, but find a solution.
Mm.
If there are certain legal things, you need a lawyer, you need a judge, right?
Absolutely.
And if you get that person, then things get resolved. It's not I can do that, right? So I kind of connect with right people, those who can do it. Just tell them, go to them, and it will be helpful.
It's interesting. What you're sharing is very practical. The whole make mountain into cotton wool is not in my head. I make it into cotton wool, but actually do practical things that would make it into cotton wool.
Yeah, one is always remember that at the right time there is solution for everything. Maybe now it looks very, it can be solved, but it will be solved. But you have to get the right people to get it solved.
Right, right. Very nice.
Especially for me, I have come in middle, I don't know from where it began. So I immediately say, well, this person knows whole story, maybe he should help.
Mhm.
So things get sorted out.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you, Didi.
Okay, thank you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.